All right, hey everybody. So I'm just working on the dash right now and the gauge cluster. So I have the driver's side pod here, and the gauge cluster is going to be on this carbon fiber insert, and I'm just kind of mapping out where I want the gauges right now. So this is what I have so far. I'm going to go ahead and cut the holes, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so I got the holes cut out. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the tape, and we'll fit the gauges temporarily just to see how they fit and make sure that they fit okay. I also made a couple smaller holes for the dimmer switch, the traction control, and the check engine light. So we'll put it all together and see how it looks. Alright, so this is it with the gauges installed. They're not hooked up yet, but just figured I'd give you a look before they're finally installed. I do have to make a little bit of a cutout just at the bottom here. It'll probably go like this for the steering column, which is why I kind of left that area free of any gauges. So it looks pretty good. I think that'll work out. I finally got the gauges installed. I'm going to just temporarily install them into the dash. I'll show you a closer look. I did need to do some modifications as usual, but that's what they look like. You can see it through the steering wheel. Obviously I put the most important ones up top. The other ones are kind of lower to the bottom. But everything fits in there. The whole dash pod, this console part, is really squeezed in there between the roll cage and the center console. And when I was putting it in there, it actually squeezed these sides in together to the point where the carbon fiber insert wouldn't fit in there, so I had to make some modifications, and I did that. See if I can see it. You can see right here. So I just cut this a little bit, widened it so that the whole thing would slide a little bit this way. And then I also, just to make sure that it stayed center, I actually cut a little wedge. You can see that I got a little bit of damage here, but I'll fix that once I get that glued back down. But I cut a little wedge out of this side over here, so it would also be able to move kind of towards the center. And I'll take the dash out again and I'll show you kind of what I did with that, but that's what it looks like now. And I do have the body back on just so I can get things fitted back together again. And again, there's the dash that I did just yesterday. So that's looking pretty good. Starting to paint. I'm actually just putting some of the truck bed liner on some of the panels that will go in the wheel wells. I found that seems to work pretty well. And so that was good. I was able to do that today. Nice weather.